Bill Allen took the biggest financial gamble in the history of aviation. He was determined to take Boeing and commercial aviation into the jet age with a plane that would become the Boeing 707.
The prototype 707 was one of the most extraordinary airplanes, not just in the history of the Boeing company, but in the history of American commercial aviation.
In May 1954, the shiny, sleek 707 prototype was wheeled out of the Boeing plant just south of Seattle, Washington. The wife of the company's founder, Bill Boeing, christened it the airplane of tomorrow. But the reality that day was that no airline had yet embraced the 707 as the future of passenger travel. Now it was the future of the Boeing company itself that was at stake. One year after its rollout, the 707 looked like a loser. No airline had stepped forward to buy the plane that Bill Allen believed was the future of commercial aviation. So in the summer of 1955, Allen enlisted Boeing's chief test pilot, Tex Johnston, to help him sell the plane.
Tex Johnston was a kind of larger-than-life, swashbuckling figure, a guy who liked to fly around in his cowboy boots and his Stetson, and he was the only person under Boeing's $18 million insurance contract who was authorized to fly that airplane.
With executives of the major airlines gathered in Seattle for industry meetings, Allen seized an opportunity and invited them to attend a popular boat race on Lake Washington.
Bill Allen was actually on a boat on Lake Washington entertaining some clients.
And Johnson was supposed to take off, fly over the races, turn around and fly back to show the airplane off to the potential customers down at the race.
He hadn't given Tex Johnston any instructions about what he's to do. It was enough for him to do a flyby over the crowd because it was a sensational enough thing to see. It was a completely new machine, very sexy, made a roar. But Tex Johnston has an idea of his own.
There were probably 350, 400,000 people gathered, in or around the lake. The airplane all of a sudden started to turn, and it almost looked like the plane might be out of control.
He's over this crowd and he decides to do a barrel roll.
Okay, we're looking good.
And Allen's heart literally stops. He calls for pills from a guy alongside him. He thinks, what on earth does Tex think he's doing?
Tex went out and he turned around and damned if he didn't come back and roll it again over the course. And I think that was when it was generally conceded that Bill Allen about had a fit.
If this thing goes out of control and crashes, it could kill thousands of people. But even if it crashed elsewhere and didn't kill a single soul, it was still going to kill the company.
And legend has it that William Allen essentially said, what do you think you're doing? Our company depends on an airplane that you just rolled. Johnson looked at him and said, well, you wanted me to say